This animal eats without biting. Sea stars don't chew their prey. They push their stomachs outside their bodies, digesting food externally, then pulling the liquefied meal back inside, eating from the outside in. Follow for more disturbing biology. This shark doesn't bite, it drills. The cookie cutter shark uses rotating razor-sharp teeth, carving perfect circular wounds from whales, dolphins, and even submarines. Clean cuts, no escape. Follow for more disturbing creatures. This animal runs on a completely different system. Octopuses don't have red blood. Their blood is blue, powered by copper. They also have 3 hearts, 2 for breathing, 1 to move the body. Follow for more disturbing science. This animal can outthink its captors. Octopuses open jars and solve complex puzzles. They escape sealed tanks, remember solutions, and plan ahead. Intelligence, unlike anything else in the ocean. Follow for more disturbing intelligence. The ocean is constantly raining dead bodies. In the twilight zone, marine snow falls endlessly. Bones, waste, remains of dead creatures, slowly burying the seafloor over centuries. An ocean built on decay. Follow for more disturbing truths.
Some deep-sea sharks have glowing bellies. Bioluminescence helps them disappear into faint light from above, turning their own bodies into camouflage.
When a whale dies, its story doesn't end. The massive body sinks slowly to the seafloor, carrying tons of nutrients into the deep. As the flesh disappears, the bones remain, forming a deep-sea city. Worms bore into the skeleton, bacteria break down fat, and entire ecosystems survive on a single death for decades.
Far below the surface, the ocean floor leaks oil and asphalt. Thick black pools collect like lakes, heavier than seawater. Some creatures survive along the edges, feeding on bacteria that thrive in the poison. But anything that steps inside sinks, suffocates, and never escapes.
The vampire squid doesn't drink blood, but it looks like it should. It lives in oxygen-poor darkness where most animals would suffocate. When threatened, it flips its arms over its body like a cloak, revealing glowing tips. In the deep, looking dangerous is often better than fighting. The ocean hides lakes inside itself. These brine pools are so salty and toxic that water above them forms a visible shoreline. Fish, crabs, and worms that fall in are instantly overwhelmed. The lake doesn't mix. Nothing escapes.
In the deep ocean, light is useless. Some fish sense pressure waves, vibrations, and movement instead. Like biological sonar, every twitch sends information through the water. To them, the darkness is mapped with invisible shapes, revealing predators and prey long before contact.
Deep beneath the waves, a massive global ocean current slowly circulates water around the planet. It is Earth's hidden engine. This conveyor belt regulates our temperatures, moving heat from the equator to the poles. It has stayed constant for thousands of years. But that engine is slowing down. If it stops, entire climates could shift in just decades, plunging vast regions into a new permanent winter. This isn't a slow change, it's a tipping point. Once crossed, there is no going back. The rules of survival on Earth would change forever. Stay curious, stay informed, and watch the horizon. The engine is cooling. What if the ocean had boiling fountains? In total darkness, deep on the ocean floor, life finds a way in the most hostile places. Hydrothermal vents blast superheated water loaded with toxic chemicals. It is an environment that should be impossible for life. Yet entire ecosystems live right beside the heat, feeding on poison instead of sunlight. They don't need the sun. They thrive on the Earth's internal energy. These are alien worlds right here on Earth, proving that the rules of biology can be rewritten in the dark. It is life at its most extreme. Subscribe for more real deep-sea nightmares. Stay curious and stay out of the dark. In the total darkness of the deep ocean, invisibility isn't just a power, it's survival. What if your organs were visible in the dark? Meet the ghosts of the abyss. Some deep-sea fish are nearly transparent, making them almost impossible to detect even in the faint scattered light of the deep. Their bodies are living windows, allowing them to disappear into the water around them, leaving only a ghostly silhouette for predators to find. By eliminating shadows and reflections, these creatures become part of the void itself, proving that sometimes the scariest thing is what you can't see. Subscribe for more ocean horrors that hide in plain sight. Stay curious and watch the shadows. What if a spider walked the ocean floor and drank you from the inside? In the deep, nightmares have many legs. Meet the sea spider. Neither true spider nor crab, these ancient predators have roamed the abyss for millions of years. They don't bite, they pierce. Using a specialized proboscis, they suck nutrients out of their prey like a living syringe. Feeding is silent and surgical. Their bodies are so thin that their organs, even their digestive tracts, are housed within their long, spindly legs. It is biology designed for the void. Subscribe for more abyss biology that defies logic. Stay curious and watch the floor. What if the ocean had boiling fountains? In total darkness, on the floor of the abyss, nature creates its own rules. Hydrothermal vents blast superheated water loaded with toxic chemicals. It is a volcanic world miles beneath the surface. Yet entire ecosystems live right beside the heat, feeding on poison instead of sunlight. They thrive in a world of high pressure and toxic soup. This is chemosynthesis, life powered not by the sun, but by the raw chemical energy of the Earth's interior. It is truly alien biology. Subscribe for more real deep-sea nightmares. Stay curious and watch the depths. What if your organs were visible in the dark? Some deep-sea fish are nearly transparent, making them harder to detect in faint light. In the abyss, invisibility is survival. Subscribe for more ocean horrors that actually exist. What if a spider walked the ocean floor and drank you from the inside? Sea spiders pierce soft-bodied prey and suck nutrients out like a syringe. In the deep, feeding is silent and surgical. Make sure to subscribe for more fascinating abyss biology like this. What if the ocean had a sound tunnel? There's a layer called the SOFAR channel where sound can travel thousands of miles with little loss. Whales use it, and so do mysterious signals we still can't trace. Subscribe for more dark ocean mysteries like this. What if a monster held a flashlight to bait you closer? Anglerfish use a glowing lure to attract prey in pitch-black water, then strike before the victim understands what it saw. Subscribe for more deep-sea horror that's real. What if a brain drifted through the ocean like a ghost? Some deep-sea jellyfish have thick, folded bodies that look disturbingly human. In the abyss, even shapes feel wrong. Subscribe for more ocean nightmares. This app lets you explore real unsolved mysteries. Now, you can explore them. Discover real mysteries. Unlock hidden clues. Choose your theory. Explore cases around the world. See where they happened. Dark Science Files. Download now.
This frog doesn't lay eggs in water. It grows them inside its own skin. The Suriname toad embeds eggs into its back. The skin seals over them. Weeks later, baby frogs erupt fully formed. No tadpoles, no mercy. Follow for more disturbing biology. This forest is made of dead bodies. A parasitic fungus infects ants and takes control of their minds. It forces them to climb high and lock their jaws. Then it kills them. Stalks burst from their heads. Spores rain down on the colony below. Follow for more disturbing nature. This animal rewrote the rules of reproduction. Some nematode worms evolved 3 genders: male, female, and hermaphrodite. It allows survival in extreme environments where mates are rare. Nature always finds a way. Follow for more disturbing science. How does something hunt without a brain? The Hydra has no central nervous system. No thoughts, no memory, yet it attacks prey, injects venom, and regenerates endlessly. It operates on pure biological instinct. Follow for more disturbing creatures. This insect keeps flying after losing half its body. A fungus called Massospora consumes a cicada from the inside. Its abdomen is replaced with spores, yet the insect continues mating, spreading the infection, already dead but still moving. Follow for more disturbing biology.
When a caterpillar becomes a chrysalis, its body dissolves into liquid before rebuilding as a butterfly. Most of the original body is destroyed and remade.
Venus flytraps snap shut in less than a second. When their trigger hairs are touched twice, timing and counting before they attack. Turritopsis dohrnii, the immortal jellyfish, can revert its cells back to a younger stage and start its life cycle over again. Some plants don't chase prey, they perfume the air. Pitcher plants release sweet scents that lure insects closer and closer. Once inside, the walls are slick and angled downward, making escape impossible. The prey slips, falls, and drowns in digestive enzymes, slowly becoming plant food.
This caterpillar doesn't hide. It decorates itself with death. It stacks skulls, shells, and body parts of its previous meals onto its back. Predators see not a meal, but a pile of corpses. The caterpillar walks around wrapped in the remains of the dead, living inside its own graveyard.
When danger strikes, some jellyfish don't flee. They split. Their bodies divide into separate, fully functional copies of themselves. One creature becomes 2, sometimes more, instantly multiplying survival chances in a hostile ocean.
Nature has some bizarre defense mechanisms, but few are as shocking as the horned lizard. Living in the arid deserts, this creature looks prehistoric, but its true weapon is hidden. When threatened, it builds up pressure in its head and shoots a stream of blood from its eyes, reaching distances of several feet. This foul-tasting spray is enough to scare predators away instantly, proving that survival can be truly unsettling. We think of death as the ultimate stillness, but the human body doesn't always stay still. For days after life has ceased, muscles can contract and limbs can shift, causing the body to change position in the dark. This isn't supernatural. It's a series of complex chemical reactions and gas releases that create the illusion of life where none remains. It is a final, unsettling reminder that even in its end, the human machine is still performing its last biological functions. What if something crawled into your mouth and took over? In the deep biological hijacking is very real. Meet Cemathoa exigua. This parasite enters through the gills, eats a fish's tongue, and then it becomes the new one. The fish continues to live and eat, completely unaware that its tongue has been replaced by a living, breathing hijacker. It is the only known instance of a parasite functionally replacing an entire organ in a host. Nature's horror is beyond fiction. Subscribe for real biology that feels wrong. Stay curious and keep your mouth shut. This animal doesn't run from danger, it detonates. In the insect world, survival sometimes means self-destruction. Meet the exploding ant. When their colony is threatened, these workers engage in a final, lethal act of defense. They rupture their own bodies, spraying sticky, caustic toxins that entangle and kill enemies instantly. It is suicide as a defense weapon. By sacrificing themselves, these ants ensure the survival of the collective. It's a brutal, effective strategy that defies human logic. Subscribe for science that doesn't care about the individual. Stay curious and watch your step. This worm doesn't bite, it dissolves. The invasion is silent, clinical, and completely unseen. The human botfly doesn't lay its eggs on you directly. It hijacks a mosquito, using it as a living shuttle to deliver its offspring. Once they hatch, the larvae burrow beneath the skin and slowly consume tissue from within. You don't feel it until it moves. For weeks, the parasite feeds and grows in total darkness, a hidden consumer completing its cycle inside a living host. Subscribe if real parasites creep you out. Stay curious and watch your skin. Plants are silent to us. When damaged, some plants release ultrasonic distress signals that insects can hear. Cutting them triggers screams, just not in our range. Make sure to subscribe for more unsettling science like this. This fish dissolves parts of its skeleton to survive. Deep-sea fish weaken their bones to withstand extreme pressure. Their bodies sacrifice structure to avoid collapse. Subscribe for more biology shaped by terror. This wasp turns other insects into living incubators. Eggs hatch inside the host, feeding slowly while keeping it alive. The host dies only at the end. Subscribe for real-life body horror. When attacked, this animal bleeds on purpose. Hagfish release massive amounts of slime mixed with blood, clogging predators' gills. This unique mechanism allows them to escape through suffocation. Subscribe for more nightmare defenses like this.
Your phone didn't vibrate, your brain lied. Your phone didn't buzz, but your brain swore it did. Phantom vibration syndrome tricks your mind into sensing alerts that never existed. This is anxiety's smallest trick. The bigger ones are in the full playlist. Subscribe for more psychological traps.
What if your loved ones felt real but wrong? What if your loved ones looked the same but felt wrong? Capgras delusion convinces the brain that familiar people have been replaced by identical imposters. This disorder destroys trust itself. See Worst Mind Fractures on YouTube. Subscribe for disturbing psychology.
Imagine waking up, but never escaping the dream. You wake up, but your body doesn't. In sleep paralysis, Consciousness returns while dreams bleed into reality, trapping you inside your own mind. Sleep is where the brain is most dangerous. Watch the Human Mind playlist on YouTube. Subscribe before you fall asleep tonight.
How can something hurt if it isn't there? The pain is real, even if the limb isn't. In phantom limb syndrome, the brain refuses to update its map, creating pain from a body part that's gone. Your brain doesn't need permission to create pain. More terrifying truths in the playlist. Subscribe for science that unsettles.
Your memory just reset, and you didn't notice. You stepped through a doorway, and your memory resets. It's called the doorframe effect, and your brain just erased your intention. This is the mild version of memory failure. See the darker ones on YouTube. Subscribe before your brain forgets again.
The spotlight effect is a psychological illusion that makes you believe everyone is watching, judging, and remembering your actions. Your brain assumes you're at the center of attention, magnifying small mistakes, awkward moments, or flaws. In reality, most people are too busy focusing on themselves to notice, but your mind convinces you the spotlight never turns off.
Smell is wired directly to the limbic system, the brain's emotional and memory core. Unlike other senses, scent bypasses logic and reasoning. One familiar smell can instantly drag emotions, images, and forgotten moments into consciousness, making the memory feel vivid, emotional, and alive, sometimes without warning.
In blind sight, damage to the visual cortex removes conscious sight, but hidden brain pathways still process visual information. People insist they see nothing, yet they can avoid obstacles, detect motion, and guess visual details better than chance. The brain is seeing without letting you know.
As you drift into sleep, the brain can misfire. In hypnagogic hallucinations, it generates faces, figures, voices, and movement that feel completely real. You may see someone standing near you or hear your name spoken, until full wakefulness snaps the illusion apart.
A panic attack happens when the brain's fear system activates without a threat. Heart rate spikes, breathing tightens, dizziness and terror flood the body. The brain believes danger is real, even when logic says nothing is wrong, trapping you in a false emergency.
Have you ever heard your name called when no one was there? It is a common psychological glitch with a chilling name. Known as the name-calling illusion, this phenomenon happens when your brain is so hyper-tuned to your own identity that it misinterprets random noise. Your brain is a master pattern seeker. In the faint rustle of wind or the hum of a fan, it searches for the most important sound it knows, your name. This is auditory pareidolia. Your mind creates order out of chaos, proving that what you hear is often just a reflection of your own internal wiring. Stay curious, stay sharp, and listen closely. Your brain is always listening for you. Have you ever felt time stand still in a moment of pure terror? It is one of the brain's most extreme survival hacks. During extreme fear, the world seems to slow down around you, but time isn't actually changing. Your mind is. Your brain shifts into high-speed processing, recording memories at a much higher resolution than normal. It's a massive data dump for survival. Known as tachypsychia, this effect creates the illusion of a longer duration because your brain has simply more data to play back. Survival doesn't just feel different, it records different. Subscribe for more science that bends reality. Stay curious and watch the clock. It might be moving faster than you think. The human brain hates chaos. To escape it, we invent explanations for random events that have no meaning. Known as the narrative fallacy, this bias forces us to see patterns where only randomness exists. Your mind is a storytelling machine. It connects unrelated dots into a logical sequence, creating a false sense of understanding in a world that is often just noise. We trade the truth of randomness for the comfort of a story. It is a biological survival mechanism that now makes us misread the modern world. Subscribe for more science that reveals the mind's illusions. Stay curious and beware the stories you tell yourself. Have you ever felt a sudden, violent drop right before falling asleep? That heart-stopping jolt has a name. Known as the hypnic jerk, this involuntary muscle twitch happens as your body drifts into the first stage of sleep. It's a prehistoric glitch. Your brain mistakes your muscles' sudden relaxation for a terminal fall, and it fires a desperate signal to save you. Your mind literally tries to catch you from a fall that isn't happening. It is a biological panic button, proving that even in rest, your brain is on high alert. Subscribe for more science that lives in the shadows of sleep. Stay curious and sleep tight if you can. Have you ever been certain of a detail only to find the entire world remembers it differently? This is a mass memory glitch. Known as the Mandela effect, this phenomenon occurs when large groups of people remember the same incorrect detail with absolute certainty. It's not evidence of parallel universes. It's a biological failure of collective memory. Your brain is filling in gaps with shared expectations. This is confabulation on a massive scale. It proves that our shared reality is far more fragile than we believe. We don't record history, we reconstruct it. Subscribe for more science that questions reality. Stay curious and trust no one's memory, including your own. In change blindness, you can miss massive differences in your environment. Even people swapping places, because your brain edits it out. Subscribe for more fascinating brain glitches. Stare at something long enough and your vision begins to erase it. This phenomenon is known as Troxler fading. Sensory input disappears when it stops changing. Subscribe for more fascinating brain glitches. The brain has a built-in agency detector. When you're alone, it sometimes misfires, making you feel watched even in empty rooms. Subscribe for more fascinating brain glitches. Stress can activate the same neural circuits as physical injury. Your brain can create real pain without any damage. Subscribe for more fascinating brain glitches like this. Grief hallucinations are surprisingly common. The brain recreates the presence of someone you lost. Voices, footsteps, even full apparitions. Subscribe for more fascinating brain glitches.
History's deadliest killer never truly left. The Black Death never disappeared. The same bacteria still lives in rodents today, quietly waiting for the right conditions to rise again. Subscribe for more dark truths hidden in plain sight.
Every breath you take carries unseen passengers. You're never breathing just air. Every breath pulls thousands of spores, bacteria, and viruses deep into your lungs, an invisible swarm. Follow Dark Science Files for more invisible horrors.
There's a living city inside your mouth right now. Your mouth hosts entire cities, alive and plotting. Dental plaque is a biofilm where bacteria communicate, cooperate, and launch chemical attacks on your teeth. Subscribe for more horrors hiding inside the human body. This isn't death, it's possession. This insect didn't die, it was taken over. Cordyceps fungi hijack the body, freeze it in place, then erupt from the corpse to spread spores. Follow Dark Science Files for more parasitic nightmares. This parasite doesn't just infect the body, it changes the mind. This parasite doesn't just infect you, it rewires behavior. Toxoplasma gondii forms cysts in the brain, subtly altering fear, risk-taking, and attraction. Subscribe for more disturbing truth you were never meant to know.
Rabies doesn't spread through the blood like most viruses. Instead, it latches onto nerve cells and slowly crawls along them toward the brain. As it moves, it rewires behavior, triggering aggression, confusion, and an intense fear of water, air, and light. By the time symptoms appear, the virus has already reached the brain, making survival almost impossible.
Horsehair worms spend months growing inside a cricket's body. When fully developed, the parasite releases chemicals that override the insect's instincts. The cricket is compelled to seek water and jump in. Once submerged, the worm bursts out to reproduce, leaving the host to drown.
Pneumocystis is a fungal infection that attacks the lungs, especially in weakened immune systems. It multiplies inside air sacs, creating thick, foamy material that blocks oxygen exchange. Victims slowly suffocate, not from lack of air, but from lungs that can no longer function.
Scientists have discovered giant viruses whose DNA barely resembles anything else on Earth. Most of their genes have no known function and no evolutionary relatives. Their existence challenges what defines life and raises questions about where these organisms came from and what they're capable of. Demodex mites spend their entire lives inside your eyelash follicles. They emerge at night to crawl across your skin, feeding on oils and mating before retreating back into your pores. Nearly every adult carries them, and you'll never feel them.
In the dark corners of the forest, death isn't always the end for a plant. Sometimes it's just a new beginning for a scavenger. Meet the reanimating fungi. These organisms hollow out dead plant stems, consuming them from the inside to create a living laboratory. They grow until they fill the void, using their own structural strength to make the dead plant stand upright again, like a reanimated skeleton. This isn't for show. It's a mechanical strategy to better disperse spores into the wind. The plant is gone, but its skeleton has become a fungal delivery system. Subscribe for more science that lives in the gray areas of life and death. Stay curious and watch the undergrowth. Plastic is meant to last for centuries. It is the ultimate synthetic survivor until now. Meet its new predator. For decades, we believed plastic was indestructible by nature, but deep in a recycling plant, a newly discovered bacterium has learned to feed on it. Known as Ideonella sacaiensis, this organism can break down PET plastic bottles in just days, dissolving chemical bonds that should have lasted forever. Using a specialized enzyme called pTase, the bacterium converts synthetic waste into energy. It is evolution happening at high speed, rewriting the rules of our planet's future. Subscribe for more science that reveals the power of the small. Stay curious and watch what you throw away. It might just be someone's dinner. In the high-tech world of aviation, the most dangerous threat isn't always mechanical. Sometimes it's living. Deep inside fuel tanks and jet engines, a lethal combination of fungus and bacteria has found a way to survive and thrive in a sea of kerosene. Known as fuel microbes, these organisms create a thick, corrosive sludge that devours metal and clogs filters, turning precision engineering into a death trap. By producing organic acids as they feed, these microbes bypass every safety measure, proving that even our most powerful technology is vulnerable to the smallest of life forms. Subscribe for more science that reveals the hidden dangers of our world. Stay curious and watch the gauges. Danger is growing from within. There is a world on your skin that you cannot see until you change the light. Some infections carry a hidden glow. During medical exams, doctors use ultraviolet light to reveal what the naked eye misses. It's called a Wood's lamp exam. Certain species of skin fungi fluoresce, glowing bright green or yellow as they consume keratin. It is a biological signature revealed in the dark. This isn't magic. It's a molecular reaction where fungal waste products absorb energy and release it as light, a glowing admission of its presence. Subscribe for more science that reveals the invisible horrors of our world. Stay curious and watch what glows in the dark. We use chemicals to sanitize, to purify, and to annihilate, but some life forms refuse to die. Bleach is designed to destroy biological structures on contact. For most life, it is a terminal environment, but not for everyone. Certain extremophile bacteria can survive in concentrated bleach, barely affected by the very chemicals meant to erase them from existence. They use advanced molecular shields, chaperone proteins that prevent their internal structures from unfolding. It is biological armor at the most fundamental level. Subscribe for more science that reveals the unkillable nature of life. Stay curious and watch what survives the storm. Halophilic microbes bloom in salty lakes, turning the water bright red, making entire lakes look like pools of blood. These extreme organisms thrive where most life cannot survive. Subscribe for more alien landscapes on Earth. Some microbes can have their DNA shattered, then stitch it back together. To them, destruction is temporary. Subscribe for more indestructible life. Some fungi consume the organic compounds inside paint, leaving dark, creeping trails behind as they digest walls. These specialized organisms find nutrients in the most unexpected places. Subscribe for more hidden science. Even NASA clean rooms aren't truly sterile. Some microbes survive the chemical wipes, the dryness, the radiation, waiting on the surfaces of machines meant for space. Subscribe for more dark space mysteries. Lithotrophic microbes digest minerals in stone, slowly hollowing out caves, monuments, and buildings from within. These silent architects reshape the world at a microscopic level. Subscribe for more hidden science. There are things in this world that don't make sense. Now, you can explore them. Discover real mysteries. Test your mind. Unlock hidden clues. Choose your theory. Explore cases around the world. Track them on the map. See where they happened. Dark Science Files. Download now.
What if the sky was made of poison and it was metal? On this world, even the air can kill. Extreme heat turns metals like iron and titanium into vapor, filling the sky with metallic gas. Subscribe for more lethal planets.
Something out there is blinking like it's calling you. This star doesn't shine, it pulses. Pulsars spin at insane speeds, firing beams of radiation that sweep space like a lighthouse in the dark. Follow Dark Science Files for more cosmic signals.
Imagine living on a world where escape is impossible. This planet never turns away. Tidally locked worlds face their star forever. One side burns endlessly, while the other freezes in permanent night. Subscribe for more worlds split in half by terror.
What if one blast could peel our planet like an orange? One cosmic blast could erase our sky. Powerful stellar events can rip atmospheres away, exposing planets to lethal radiation. Follow Dark Science Files for more survival-level space facts.
What if clouds didn't bring rain, they brought blades? On this planet, it doesn't rain water. Clouds made of minerals could unleash storms of razor-sharp glass falling from the sky. Subscribe for more cosmic nightmares that feel too real.
Some of the darkest objects in the universe are also the brightest, if you look in X-rays. Neutron stars and black holes pull in surrounding matter, heating it to millions of degrees as it spirals inward. The result is intense X-ray radiation, blasting into space like a warning flare. Invisible monsters announce their presence not with light, but with lethal energy. On some gas giants, storms never calm and skies never clear. Entire planets are wrapped in violent cloud systems where lightning strikes non-stop and winds tear across continents that don't exist. These storms are so powerful they would erase anything resembling life in seconds. Worlds permanently trapped in atmospheric chaos. Jupiter's Great Red Spot is not a storm, it's a planetary wound. Larger than Earth and raging for more than 300 years, its winds tear at unimaginable speeds. While storms on Earth fade in days, this one has survived centuries, fed by Jupiter's endless energy, and it shows no sign of dying. Some stars don't burn steadily. They pulse, expanding and contracting in precise rhythms. Their brightness rises and falls like a heartbeat. These stellar pulses echo across space, a reminder that stars are not static objects, but dynamic, living systems slowly counting down to death.
In particle colliders, scientists recreate the most extreme conditions in the universe. For a fraction of a second, space itself collapses, forming microscopic black hole, like states that instantly evaporate. They vanish almost as soon as they appear. But for that moment, physics breaks, right here on Earth.
Imagine a star dying without warning, no explosion, no flash, just a sudden absolute silence. Some massive stars don't end in a violent supernova. Instead, they collapse directly into black holes, disappearing silently from the sky. Astronomers call them failed supernovae. A star simply turns off, and something much darker takes its place. It is a cosmic vanishing act. Without the outward pressure of fusion, the star's own gravity crushes it instantly. No light escapes, no warning is given. It is the ultimate cosmic trap. Subscribe for more real space nightmares. Stay curious and watch the stars. One might have just turned off. There is a monster drifting through the darkness of our galaxy at over 100,000 miles per hour. It carries no light, it leaves no trace. Known as rogue black holes, these invisible giants were kicked out of their home systems. They now roam the void as silent, high-speed predators. If one passed through our solar system, we wouldn't see it coming. Its gravity would tear planets from their orbits before we even knew it was there. The only way to detect them is by the light they bend behind them, a momentary distortion in the cosmic background. It is a ghost revealed only by its gravity. Follow Dark Science Files for more cosmic threats that live in the dark. Stay curious and watch the stars. Some are being bent. Deep in the galaxy, there is a world that is literally bleeding into space. It is a planet slowly being consumed by its own star. Its orbit is so close that the intense stellar radiation is vaporizing its very surface. This isn't gas, it's rock turned into a ghost. Rock vapor streams off the planet, forming a glowing tail thousands of miles long. Every orbit the planet gets smaller as it sheds its own mass into the void. Known as thermal evaporation, this process is in relentless assault. The planet is a victim of its own proximity, destined to vanish into the starlight that created it. Subscribe for more science that reveals the brutal truth of our universe. Stay curious and watch the horizon. Some worlds are already gone. In the depths of space, there is a force so powerful it can dismantle the very building blocks of matter. Meet the magnetar. Magnetars are neutron stars with magnetic fields a quadrillion times stronger than Earth's. They are the most magnetic objects in the known universe. Their power is clinical and absolute. From thousands of miles away, a magnetar's field can literally rip the atoms apart in your body, stretching them into thin needles. A single starquake or flare from a magnetar could strip Earth's atmosphere in an instant. It is a cosmic threat that could arrive without warning. Subscribe for more science that reveals the extreme forces of our universe. Stay curious and watch the magnetic north. On some alien worlds, the air itself is a weapon, a world where there is no calm, only endless supersonic violence. In these extreme environments, winds move faster than the speed of sound. They are relentless, clinical, and capable of reshaping entire planets in centuries. They slam into continents non-stop, creating permanent shockwaves that dismantle rock and rewrite the geography of the world. It is weather as a force of destruction. Driven by extreme temperature differences between day and night sides, these storms are an infernal engine of planetary evolution, a ghost that never stops moving. Follow Dark Science Files for more hostile worlds that defy the rules of home. Stay curious and watch the clouds. Some black holes spin so fast they drag space and time around them. Nothing nearby stays still, not even light. This effect is called frame dragging. Reality twists just to keep up. Subscribe for more universe-breaking science. Lightning storms rage non-stop across this planet's atmosphere. Millions of bolts every day, the sky never goes dark, it never rests. If Earth feels dangerous, wait until you see this. Subscribe for more. Astronomers have found stars older than the universe itself, according to current models. That means something about time, age, or physics is wrong. Follow Dark Science Files for cosmic paradoxes. On tidally locked worlds, the dark side drops to temperatures so low that gases freeze solid instantly. Step into night, and you die in seconds. Subscribe for more alien nightmares. Some cosmic signals appear to arrive out of order, detected before their source event is fully visible. Gravity and time distortion may be to blame, or something stranger. Follow for more space mysteries.
What if the forest could imitate your entire life? The lyrebird can imitate almost any sound it hears, including chainsaws, car alarms, cameras, and human voices. Its accuracy is terrifying. Follow Dark Science Files for more unsettling animals.
This looks like Earth is wounded, and it won't stop bleeding. In Antarctica, a glacier called Blood Falls releases red water. It's not blood, it's iron-rich brine oxidizing as it hits the air. But the sight is shocking. Subscribe for more terrifying geology.
If you saw this crawling toward you, you'd run. The orb weaver spider has markings on its abdomen that look exactly like a skull. Scientists think it evolved as a warning to predators. Follow Dark Science Files for more creepy biology.
This cave is beautiful, and it can kill you in minutes. The Crystal Cave in Mexico holds crystals up to 36 feet long. But the air is so hot and humid, humans can only survive a few minutes without special suits. Subscribe for more deadly wonders.
This fish doesn't bite, it electrocutes. The electric eel can release shocks up to 600 volts, enough to stun animals, startle predators, and even knock a person unconscious. Follow Dark Science Files for more shocking nature.
Off the coast of Brazil lies Snake Island, one of the most dangerous places on Earth. The island is so densely populated that there can be up to 5 venomous snakes per square meter. Many of them are golden lanceheads, snakes whose venom can dissolve human tissue. The threat is so severe that the Brazilian government has completely banned public access. The manchineel tree looks harmless, but nearly every part of it is toxic. Its fruit is poisonous, its sap causes chemical burns, and even standing beneath it during rain can blister your skin. Water dripping from its leaves carries toxins powerful enough to injure anyone standing nearby. Deep beneath the ocean, underwater volcanoes release superheated lava and burning gases. These eruptions create the illusion of fire underwater, hot enough to melt rock while surrounded by water. It's one of the few places on Earth where fire and ocean exist at the same time. Hidden deep in the Amazon rainforest flows a river heated by geothermal energy beneath the Earth's crust. Temperatures climb close to boiling. Animals that fall in are scalded alive within seconds. There's no volcano nearby, just natural heat rising silently from below. Certain eucalyptus forests release airborne chemicals that can affect the human nervous system in dense concentrations. Inhaling these compounds may cause dizziness, confusion, and altered perception. Early explorers reported strange sensations, as if the forest itself was warping their minds.
In the rainforests of Australia, one plant looks innocent but carries a sting so intense it has driven people to madness. Meet the Jimpy Jimpy. Its leaves are covered in thousands of microscopic, hollow needles that deliver a neurotoxin so powerful, victims describe the pain as being set on fire. The pain doesn't stop. It can last for months, sometimes even years, as the needles remain embedded in the skin, continuously releasing their agony. Even dried leaves from 100 years ago can still paralyze nerves on contact. It is a biological weapon that never truly dies. Subscribe for more science that reveals the brutal defenses of the natural world. Stay curious and watch where you touch. Deep in the wilderness, there are places where the earth itself seems to have a pulse. Some caves actually breathe. Driven by massive shifts in atmospheric pressure, these caves inhale and exhale air with incredible force. The wind can be so strong it feels like the cave is alive. Outside, the gusts can shake trees and scatter debris, a violent respiration that reminds us of the massive scale of the hidden voids beneath our feet. Known as barometric breathing, it is a clinical exchange of air across miles of subterranean tunnels. It is the Earth's hidden lungs at work. Subscribe for more science that reveals the living secrets of our planet. Stay curious and watch the darkness. It might be breathing back. In the heart of a wildfire, nature can create a monster, a vortex of wind and flame that defies logic. A fire tornado forms when extreme heat pulls air upward with incredible speed, creating a rising thermal that begins to spin. As the air tightens into a vortex, it pulls the fire with it. These firenados can reach heights of hundreds of feet, incinerating everything in their path. With temperatures exceeding 1500 degrees Celsius, it is a clinical demonstration of thermodynamics at its most lethal. It is fire that has learned to walk. Subscribe for more science that reveals the terrifying forces of our planet. Stay curious and stay upwind. In the deepest corners of the Earth, there are places where light has never touched, places where the rules of sight don't apply. In these isolated voids, life has evolved in total isolation for millions of years. Without light, the very concept of vision has been erased. Creatures here evolve without eyes, relying instead on hypersensitive vibrations and chemical signals to navigate their silent, dark world. Survival is felt, not seen. Their entire bodies have become living antennas, detecting the slightest ripple in the water or scent in the air. It is biological engineering at its most extreme. Subscribe for more science that lives in the shadows of our planet. Stay curious and watch your step in the dark. Most lightning strikes downward, following the path of least resistance. But rare bolt-from-the-blue events shoot upward from tall structures into the sky at incredible speed. Subscribe for more of nature's power. The Goliath bird eater is big enough to eat birds, frogs, and small mammals. Its fangs are nearly an inch long, capable of puncturing bone. Subscribe for more incredible nature facts like this. Some lakes turn bright pink due to blooms of halophilic bacteria that thrive in salty water. The color shift can happen in days, transforming the landscape into something surreal. These specialized microbes create one of the most vibrant sights on our planet. Subscribe for more stunning nature science. Lake Vostok in Antarctica has been sealed under ice for 15 million years. Its water hasn't touched the atmosphere since before humans existed. A world frozen in time, waiting to be explored. Subscribe for more hidden science like this. Over Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela, lightning storms strike up to 28 times per minute, lasting for hours, sometimes all night. It's the most consistent lightning storm on Earth. Subscribe for more of nature's power. Blood snow appears in polar regions when algae bloom inside snow and ice, turning it bright red. It looks like frozen pools of blood, a chilling reminder of nature's strange beauty. Subscribe for more earthly horrors. This was never supposed to be seen. There are things hidden in our world that don't make sense. Signals from the ocean, creatures we can't explain, and science that breaks reality. We turned them into something you can experience, not just watch. Can you understand them? Can you solve them? Dark Science Files. Download now